Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What it do, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. What's up? It's the flow. You already know. Cheers, everybody. Excuse me. We start the day off with a little bit of water and a quick little vibe. You already know. Straight into it. Today we're listening to Arrow 2005 Liquid DMB Jungle Mix by Orion. The homie is Orion. I believe homie is plural. Yeah, 8 friends. The homies. Sorry, woke up feeling a little under the weather, but that's not going to stop us. Water will help us. Zany, ayo, ayo. What's up? How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well today. I was just saying, it's 7:50 a.m. right now where I'm at. Ayo. Hey, Metro Space Cadet, what's up? No worries, pretty early today. Yeah, it's early. I don't know why, but I know why. I fell asleep at a reasonable time last night, which was not the intention. But sometimes that's what the body's asking, right? And so I went to sleep. I woke up like 2 hours ago, maybe. I could not go back to sleep. Nor reasonable time sleeping. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's a bad thing. Just had 2 wraps. Nice. Hope they were good. Hope they were swell. See, the problem with sleeping early and on time is that my body I just can't go back to sleep. It do be like that sometimes. It really do. So I was just kind of like doom scrolling. If I'm being honest, I was just doom scrolling, like phone like 2 inches away from my face, like, and then excuse me, it dawned upon me that I could just make a beat. And so it was a hard decision to make, to be completely honest. I was going back and forth in my head so much. What's the plan? The plan is we're gonna make a beat. We're gonna make a 1-hour beat today. Of course you get it, which is crazy ways. What's up? Good afternoon to you, sir. Pretty sure it's afternoon now. Or it's about to be, right? But yeah, we're going to make a beat. We're going to make a 1-hour beat. I kind of have everything ready already. But yeah, I got to work later today too, is the problem. So we're just going to make a beat. We're going to chill for a sec, and that's about it. So it's going to be a quick one today. 11:52, it's about to be. I knew it. I was about to say it's either about to be or there. Waze has been mean to me for this entire week. Waze. Take it back. Right now. What kind of raps you had, Metro? Now you got me curious. No more being mean, Waze. It's over. You've been told. I'm sorry. I can't take it back. Can't be mean to Zany. Why, thank you. Of course. I got your bag, Zany. You kidding me? Waze. You know better. All right. I'm going to put some stuff on sale later. Ooh. I'm going to have to check it out. Some beats on sale? Or what you thinking? I want to check it out. Again, we're listening to Arrow 2005 Liquid DMB Jungle Mix. Give Orion a like. These guys are awesome. Make some sick music. Using Ableton FL Studio 12, 11, and Audacity, which is crazy. I didn't know you could even make music on Audacity anymore. All right, water time, yeah? Audacity? Damn, yeah, Audacity is crazy. I remember back in my day when I was first getting into like music production. Audacity was like the first thing that ever came up to just like record things, and I would have an interface. I think it was like a Scarlett Solo back then, like the first gen. No, even before that, there was something I found like an M track or something like that, and connected it and would only plug my guitar in, and that's how I would record just like songs, so I could remember what they sounded like. Crazy, 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 crazy. Lurk, okay, I'm gonna continue working, and Lurk, enjoy the stream. Take it easy. Thank you so much, Danny. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the Lurk, and enjoy your day and your work that you're doing. Nah, some tech stuff that I don't use. That's pretty cool. We love tech stuff. Ain't that right, everybody? I mean, we're all techie here in some way. If you're on this stream, you're definitely a little techie. All right, so we are going to generate a random genre. We're going to give ourselves a 1 hour timer, which, speaking of everybody, we figured out a little timer situation here. So let's just get that ready. Yeah, I'm glad I did it like pre-stream because it makes more sense to do it pre-stream. So we have that ready. Feel free to pop in and out of the stream. It's a 1 hour, contingency plan, if you will. I should be giving myself 2 hours, low key, but 1 hour is definitely like that absolute push to your last absolute willing, that makes a track, and I think it's kind of fun that way. My cousin and I, we've done 30-minute beat challenges, which are crazy. Those are hard, but those are also really cool. You get some really cool results. Okay, so I never edited the first one. I should really start getting into editing these. So I'm gonna figure out a format to do that. But in the meantime, this is just practice so that I can get into my 30-day challenge soon. I'm thinking, what month has 30 days? Maybe June. I'm gonna do a 30-day genre music challenge. So we'll see. Don't keep me accountable right now. That's just kind of the idea. But I think it makes sense. 30 June. In fact, let me just check something out real quick while I have the chance. Just opening my calendar, but I'm pretty sure there's some things on here. Dang. All right. So June starts on a Monday, and it would end on a Tuesday. That's so brutal. But I kind of like that, if I'm being honest. We'll see. We'll see what we do. But in the meantime, these are all just practice prompts so that we can get into the real. You know what I mean? When's June 9th? Great question. June 9th is... I'm pretty sure I can show you guys a calendar. I don't have anything here for the month of June. Although I have some things for the month of June. June 9th is a Tuesday. Excuse me. It just sucks because, like, man, I work Sundays through Tuesdays every other Wednesday. So, like, to end it on a Tuesday would be so brutal. But, yeah, it's a Tuesday. But I just don't know if I'd be willing to do it. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. You know? It's my B-Day on the 9th. Nice! All marked out in the calendar. I got you. Let me just make sure nothing comes up here real quick, even though I just opened it like that. Metro, space, cadets, birthday. Hey! Do I just press enter? Okay, you're on the calendar. Now I'm not going to forget. That's crazy. I don't think I put anyone's birthdays on my calendars, but hey, welcome to the club. I'm going to start putting everyone's birthdays on my calendar moving forward. In fact, that's actually a habit that I'm really bad at. I have like a notes folder with like important birthdays. Not important birthdays, just birthdays to remember. Important birthdays. Stupid. There's no such thing as important birthdays. Everyone's birthday is important. Glad to be the first one. I got you. All right, cool. So let us get into it, yeah? and figure out what we're going to do. So let me just center this a little bit better. Okay, in the meantime, we do not need to show the clock. This works. It's not completely symmetrical, but it works. All right, cool. So let's do another practice. Yeah? We have Afro beats in the back queue if we really wanted to use it, which would be kind of sick, but for now I want to see what else populates. I want to count it, but I don't want to count it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do another practice. See what comes up. Synthwave. Okay, I can rock with synthwave. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of synthwave recently, which is ironic. So BPM 98 BPM, key signature C minor. That's it. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be in 4/4. Doesn't give me a yeah, it doesn't give me anything else, so it's going to be in 4/4. Analog style lead requirements. The main melody must use an analog style synth lead. Apply portamento, glide, or subtle pitch vibrato to give it that vintage synth character. Retro drum palette. Your drum must include at least 2 classic drum machines, like 808 909s, I'm assuming. Lynn style snares, gated reverb snares, or electronic tom fills. We can do that. And cinematic intro. Ooh, I like that. The track must begin with a 10 to 20 second atmospheric intro before the drums enter. The intro should establish the mood through pads, arps, or ambient textures. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. I think that's actually extremely doable. So, what is synthwave? A retro-inspired electronic genre that emerged in the late 2000s to 2010s. Is that accurate? I don't know if that's accurate. Drawing heavy influence from 1980s films. Yeah, I was gonna say it. I feel like it derives from like the 80s. Sorry, I needed some water. 1980s film soundtracks, analog synthesizer music, early electronic pop video game soundtracks, emphasizing nostalgia for retro futuristic aesthetics, often inspired by neon visuals, cyberpunk themes, and vintage technology. Okay. Why don't we... Night Call by Kavinsky. Classic synthwave track. This is actually like such a sick synthwave track. So it's funny because through the times of experimenting with these challenges, I've learned a lot about genres, and so this soundtrack has definitely come around my corner a couple of times. Watch, it's super cool. We can play this in the background. We definitely get copyright strike by this because I always get copyright strike by this. I like to consider this like a retro Daft Punk. You understand why in a sec. Cool. Let's just keep reading. Musical traits that define the genre. Warm analog style synthesizers, which we can hear in the background. Driving bass arpeggios. That's like what defines synthwave. Listen to this bass here. Let's look at a doll open. Tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear. There's something inside you. This is so sick. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. You hear how like that bass is moving? Make it lower. Yeah, that definitely like is the signature of synthwave. And the drums, just like being like boom. There's something very simplistic, nothing too crazy.
It's hard to explain.
Some harmonies here?
They're talking about you, boy.
Oh, maybe not.
But you're still the same.
You're still the same.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy. But you're still the same.
Okay, simple, memorable
There's
melodies.
something inside
Which
you.
this definitely has simple, memorable melodies.
To explain.
When the vocals come in like that, it's very opening, right?
Talking about
And it's very nice to remember. Cinematic intros, atmospheric pads, drum sounds inspired by vintage drum machines, 1980s sci-fi action films. So, we're listening to Kavinsky by Nightcall, a defining synthwave track featuring dark analog bass, retro drum sounds, and cinematic atmosphere, which is exactly what we're going to be aiming for. So this is like the perfect inspiration. There's something inside you I cannot explain. All right. Great song. Great song. I enjoyed that a lot. A Real Hero. College and Electric Youth. Sounds familiar. A melodic, emotional track that highlights the nostalgic pop side of synthwave. I mean, there's the bass immediately, right? Identifying synthwave. I just ruined the illusion, sorry. Drink some water. Cheers. Intro. The other thing that I'd like to mention about synthwave is that it's a genre that goes on for a long time. So intros can be as long as like a minute, and outros can be as long as a minute, and fluff, or not fluff, but like main track could be like 3 minutes. So we're talking like 4 or 5 minute tracks, even 6 minute tracks. Some of them are pretty long. 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Nothing wrong with that, but that's also something to think about for the genre. Hey. This one is a lot more chill compared to like the first one. Like Kavinsky is like super dark, right? But then it also opens up with female vocals. which is interesting because that takes on the pop side of synthwave, which is kind of this track in a movie, right? Like vibes. It's called Drive, so maybe driving down the street, driving on a highway, driving in some kind of like top-down convertible style sunset. You know what I mean? Like if you look up synthwave aesthetic, just like look, you know, like neon colors, super cool. I love synthwave. Very close to vaporwave style, but synthwave is like just straight up neon. Really cool. Real human what? Brain? I want to see what the movie looks like now. This is a cool song. Those pads on those synths right there. That's probably playing in the background the whole time. Yeah, listen. Cool song. Very cool song. All right, next is Turbo Killer by Carpenter Brut. Way different vibe, more intense. What's this say? What do you say? A heavier modern take on synthwave featuring aggressive bass lines, cinematic arrangement, and intense energy. Yeah, right off the bat. Uh-huh. Oh! This is insane. This is insane. Okay. Oh, that change is amazing. Okay, that was insane. That was actually insane. Sorry, on the side, I was also just kind of getting ready to post this on the Discord in case anybody wants to participate now or later. Always fun practice. It's always good to give yourself a little bit of an opportunity to create a genre that you've never done before or thought about doing before or never came across, never knew existed, or a genre that you've done multiple times and just, creating yourself a little bit more of a strict environment to do it, if that makes any sense. Cool. So, excuse me. Before we continue, I just want to mention that a lot of people have definitely been inside the synthwave world without realizing it, probably. Modern synthwave is like Stranger Things intro, right? Stranger Things theme. Not intro, theme. Do I get copyright for this? Maybe. Right? Like we have those like thuds. Synthwave, synths, pads, cinematic. And the arpeggios. The arpeggios go very hand in hand with the genre of synthwave. See, it's just completely bouncy and a little bit more on the darker side. If you added drums here, then you would have like a complete like synthwave track, which there's no drums, right? No, just like those big cinematic drums, which kind of makes sense, right? Like it's a TV show opening, so, and it's supposed to be very dramatic, and it goes hard. Another one that I have recently been listening to, is it Simulation Theory? This one we're gonna get a copyright for as well. It's fine. Algorithm. More modern synthwave. A personal favorite of mine, to be honest. I love Muse. This is like the band that's inspired everything for me. But you can see like we have very chill drums, kick, snare, but the bass, bom, bom, bom. And then the big synths. It's insane. Very like intense, atmospheric synthwave happening, right? Like the theme of the album is like, just realizing you're living in a simulation theory, right? Which is kind of sick. I love that concept so much. Of course, with a mix of orchestral violins and pianos. That's just the theme of how Muse is, right? But then we also have lyrics, which is what makes it fun, right? It's not just intense cinematic synthwave. Watch. And then you hear, like, it's just everything about it is just so powerful.
Like a slave, churn like a cog. We are caged in simulations.
So good. Algorithms evolve. Okay, that's enough of that. Just to give like a little bit more insight about the genre of synthwave, right? It doesn't have to be something derived from the 80s or um you know, from those earlier times in the 2000s. What does it say specifically? Yeah, 2000s to 2010s. Like, there's still people making synthwave in a really cool manner and like still respecting the genre for what it's worth. Cool. So, analog style lead melody, right? Let's go over the parameters real quick. So we're at 98 BPM, 4/4, C minor. Yeah, no time signature. I need to make sure it includes time signature moving forward, because there were some where I did time signatures of like 7/8 or like 3/4, 6/8, like stuff like that, that were really fun to do too. So I want to do those in the future. We'll adjust our prompt. All right, so 98 C minor, analog style lead requirement. The main melody must use an analog style synth lead, saw wave or pulse bass, with either glide or subtle pitch vibrato to give the vintage synth character, right? Retro drum palette. Your drums must include at least 2 classic drum machines, for example, Lynn style snares, gated reverb styles, electronic tom fills, and a cinematic intro. The track must begin with a 10 to 20 second atmospheric intro before the drums enter. The intro should establish the mood through pads, arps, or ambient textures. These constraints reflect the genre's retro electronic sound design and cinematic pacing, for sure. We talked a lot about cinematic pacing. We're not going to listen to the BPM. I feel like the best thing to do is just to find out what it is as soon as you go in. Although 98, like, something like that, right? Cool. All right, so why don't we get started with this? So I have the timer right here. You guys can see it now officially. Let's go. And yeah. So 1 hour on the clock to make a synthwave track. Let's do it. F it. Last sip of water before we get into it. Cheers, everybody. Because it's about to get real. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So, tempo. We could do like a halftime thing also. All right, so let's just get the obvious out the way and let's just find a quick synthwave splice sample for drums, honestly. I'm not going to specifically look for synthwave, but, well, I mean, it's right there, but I will. Let's go with random here. I don't want to get the most popular ones for this one. That's not bad. Okay, yeah. Like we said, simple, nothing too crazy. I can add like a clap to make this a little bit nicer. Okay. I like the panning on this. Very chill. Nothing too crazy, right? All right, let's lower these. What the? 84. Why'd I put 84? It's 98. What? All right. That's fine. I was so confused. Oh, that's going to be so fast. 98. Okay. So we're in C minor, right? All right. We can make that work. Maybe Analog Lab 5 will give me something nice. I need you to load. Come on. There we go. Let's just go to keys. Actually, maybe electric piano. Something like that might actually work. I've been busy organizing an event, but I might move away from all of it because it's too much, especially when no one values the time I put in and does the same mistakes they did before. Yeah. Damn. That's some real stuff. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry you have to be going through that right now. That's tough. But I wish you the best of luck. And also remember that your time is valuable. So if people aren't valuing it and you can walk away, why not, right? That's all I'm saying. Interesting. Interesting that it did that. I think it's based on like an auto filter inside of the actual plugin. Abi, many using Rator I8B. How are you? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you around in a minute. Hope you're doing well. I forgot to save it. Synthwave AI beat 15 March 2026. I gotta bounce it now. Boom. Just like that. How's life been, Abi? Hope life has been well for you, bro. There we go. Okay. I think that'll work. What are we supposed to do here? Analog style lead, retro drum palette, and cinematic intro. Okay. I am fine, but you are making song in female. I'm making song in female? What does that mean? I'm not too sure what that means. Okay, I think we found what we're looking for, to be completely honest. Yeah. I could add female vocals to the track if that's what you were asking. I could definitely do that. That's no problem. In fact, maybe I will actually. Just based on the genre, a lot of female vocals. C minor. Yeah, C minor. I am in C minor. That was the prompt that we got. 98 BPM C minor, so we're going with it. All right, let me try this out. So we're gonna record a couple things. So we got one more. Why not? Just to have some variety. And then this fun part. Alright, we can fix that one little hiccup that we had. Let's see. That's it. Okay. Yeah, we can just do that. The bass line's nice for this week. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice bass line, right? Something a little bit different. Something to get the groove going, if you will. All right, that should be enough for that. And I think that like nails it, to be completely honest. also just do like a long one like this and just put like a we could sidechain it like crazy. So like first we could do like a trance gate and like, oh no. Please tell me that's saved. That's crazy. Ay ay ay. I think I accidentally crashed it is the crazy part. Alright, cool. That calls for some water. Unexpected crash. Maybe not. Because I did click something like Q. I'm not too sure if it was Shift Q or not. So this is downbeat. No, this is downbeat. So it's like. Yeah. That's way better, actually. Then we can define exactly where those arpeggios are going to be shining or not. You know what I mean? Please add short drum film. A drum film could add some drums for sure. We just started. We got 45 minutes left, so that means we've been live. Well, we've been doing this for 15 minutes now. That's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. One, two, three, Rihanna for Rihanna. 1, 2, 3, Rihanna for Rihanna. 1, 2, 3, Rihanna for Rihanna. 1, 2, 3, Rihanna for Rihanna. Just every time. But that one will only be there for when we get to the chorus so that we can have a little bit of like swaying to it, you know what I mean? But it will exist in the meantime. Okay. So now let's get to the part that's kind of fun here, right? So add some short drum fills. I'm gonna add some drum fills. I'm gonna add some electronic drum fills. That's what we need to add, actually. I'm pretty sure. Drums must include at least 2 classic drum machine sounds, Lynn-style snares, gate reverb snares, or electronic tom fills. So we're gonna be going to tom fills section, or the tom fill. What am I trying to say? The tom fill route. Is this too low? Is the real question. It definitely is too low. Let me just get these synths in real quick, and then I can definitely add a tom fill. Um. Pretty sure that's D. G to D. G to D. Yeah. All right. So G to D. This is on the E end? Yeah. What the heck? Oh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna need some more pads, more lush pads. We're getting like the idea down right now. Oh. I remember hearing something in here that I wanted to grab. D's. I know this is a cheap way of doing it, but I feel like this can kind of be like in the background of the drums while like the chorus is playing. And then we're going to find a what the heck? And then we're gonna find toms to like actually do the thing. Oh, right. Okay. This is what I need to do real quick. Well, that one. All of this needs to go down to 84. Then this one needs to go up to 98. It's 98, right? Yeah, 98. Did we do it correctly? I don't think we did. $84, right? Okay, let's just do this correctly. I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. There we go. And now we go to 98. Ooh, okay. So now we're just gonna find one little thing to keep in here. Doom. How much time do we have? 37 minutes? Ooh. Okay. We need to start getting into like the nitty-gritty of this all, right? Which is going to be pads. That's what we need, are pads. Right? Whether evolving pads or not. please add this in intro. What's that? The toms? Yeah, we can add the toms in the intro 100%. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. I kind of like this, so I'm gonna keep it for now. But also, I want to see if I can get one more synth out here. I like that. No. No. All right, where was this? What was one of these? Yeah. That'll do. These two will do. So let's see. We're just gonna make all of these an octave higher. And the other one, oops. This guy, we'll keep that lower octave. Okay, so we're just gonna repeat that one more time as well as this one. Like that. That's fine. And then we come back to the intro, which is technically gonna be the chorus. So the only reason I say that is because chord structurally, it'll be accurate. But in the essence of intros, it's not accurate just yet. So let's talk about the intro real quick, shall we? So we can fit one more here. We're going to take this stuff away and see what we have right now with just this. So I'm thinking about getting some strings. How do I want to do this? So the thing is, like, they moved everything around here, and I'm really upset that they did. Is it? No, all those sounds are gone. What the heck? Where's my legacy? All right, so that's gonna make things complicated. Okay. We don't have time to think about complications right now. So I'm just gonna look up strings, um, and see if I can find like chords. Maybe if I do like C minor. Joking back, Amendi a saxophone on his music card. Saxophone would be crazy, actually. I wouldn't mind that. Okay. Oh, there's not too many here. Hmm. Ah, man. Where did all my strings go, man? I'm just really upset about that, if I'm being honest. Studio strings, section instruments, no. I just don't understand. Um, man, this is gonna suck. I can already tell. Hmm. Mm, mm. That's not too bad. Can I? Let's see. Yeah. Better. We'll take D's for now. We'll give this like okay. Cinematic, right? Um so we can also do something like this, take out the trance, and we can do like What if I did like 25 minutes? Man, I have too many thoughts going on in my head right now. So, strings, cello. I guess I'm just gonna do the basic cello. There's no way my other cellos won't show up here. Studio cello? Or maybe like uprights. You can add volume of main stage library for Mac. I'm pretty sure I have it all. I'm just like kind of confused because like the new update like took away some of those buttons, but I have to look into it. Okay, I got an idea. Something simple like that. Nothing too crazy. How many seconds is that? Well, actually, we can just time it like this. I'm just realizing it right now. Just give me a second. Mess something up on my phone. Okay. So we have. I'll show that one more time. Okay, that's 10 seconds. We're good. Okay. So now we gotta find like textures, right? Because now I'm thinking about the intro, but I can't think about it too much. So let me not think about it too much real quick. So let's go to let's get some vocals going on in here, and we're gonna go for 98 BPM on the vocals over here by random, because we're gonna need to have some kind of like, you know what I mean?
Lift my hands to do my dance, praise his name.
One thing.
I'll find something.
You should know I don't want to be with you. Baby, don't come me, I don't want to.
Bounce it the bop.
And I never know when to shut. This has. I like the feeling when we. You should know I don't want to be with.
I'm feeling this beat.
Oh, just dance with me. Hey.
Tear it down.
Crazy. I love you, baby. You drive me crazy. I love you, baby. You drive me crazy. I love you so much. You drive me crazy. I love you, baby.
Actually, that's not too bad. I know it's like Afrobeat, but like I think I can do something with that.
Hay unos secretos que no debería contar, pero si me pides tú, te lo.
Let go. Help me out. Don't wanna.
Wasn't enough for you. Diamond, I'm a disco ball. You got your camera phone.
I understand I'm in C minor. I'm going to change it. Just watch.
You got your camera phone. You never alone. Soapbox and microphone. You never alone.
Maybe I will keep this to, I don't know. I'm gonna try to one more and then see what I can do with it.
Dancing.
Ooh, it felt like.
Yeah.
No, that's a cool little sample though.
Jump into the water. Never seen an ocean so blue.
Let me do this, whatever. Slide into my DMs.
Yo, Hero, what's up, bro?
We want
How
you
are
ladies just
you? We're doing a 1 hour challenge, Synthwave.
we want you ladies just to throw your
Hope you're doing well, man.
Are you ready to be castrated? Throw you in the
Just finished my stream. Oh, I didn't realize you were streaming. How'd it go? What'd you do today, bro?
Demais sa samba de lá.
I'm done with it. Stop loving ya, 'cause I don't need ya now.
All right. I'm gonna have to deal with this as is for now. Ay. So what's the one I was looking at? This one, right?
You drive me crazy. Crazy. I love crazy.
Actually,
Crazy. I love you, baby.
maybe we can do something with this. Talked about and showed some secret photos of some latest military drones and NASA capsules that we're testing in my town. What? Yo, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's super intriguing to me.
Crazy. 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 You drive me crazy.
I love like all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very I just want to know what's going on, you know what I mean? More so secret photos, I just think about like UFOs and UAPs.
Crazy. Crazy. You drive me crazy. 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 You drive me crazy. Crazy.
I'm just gonna repeat it one more time. Why not?
Crazy. Crazy. You drive me crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, man. I love aliens. Come on, bro. So sick.
Crazy. Crazy. You drive me crazy. 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 You drive me crazy. Crazy.
Okay, I'm okay with this so far. So I need like way more textures though. That's like my biggest thing. Let me see if I can find something stock real quick. Like synthesizers, soundscapes. That's not bad. Oh, we were just talking about aliens. Let's see what this is. Oh no. Oh no. Did it make my stream lag? Did it? Alien. Come on, man. Oh, that's so harsh. Alien rainforest? That sounds kind of cool. Not quite. Just give me a soundscape, man. Why is it taking so long to load? Can I get sound effects? Something different. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be this. I mean, that's as texturally as it gets, right? Um. Okay, I got an idea with this one too. Okay, that works for now. We're gonna need like a riser, and then the big tom fill, and then oh my god, we got 11 minutes left. Okay, we don't have time for all that. All right. So let's just look up Tom real quick. Sure. Give me all three of these. Which ones did I grab? Oh my gosh. Rack, center pan, floor. That's the last one I need. In the song Fantasia ID capturing, well, we got 10 minutes left to do it, so I don't know what we can really do, to be completely honest, but we'll try. We'll try to do it. Fantasia. That's a interesting thought. I see where you're coming with that, though. Do, do, three, four. Yeah, no. Three, four, and a. Three and three, three, 3E and 3E and 3E and When I make synthwave, I find the drum sound to be a key starter for me. 100%. Something about the synthwave drums that gets me. The synthwave drums are like definitely like the definition of what synthwave is, right? Do do one and two, three and a four and a three and a do, do, do. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work for now. We have 8 minutes on the clock and we barely have anything that we want. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is not good. All right, give me a crash real quick. Dish, 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 dish. Let me just find one real quick. I want both of these real quick. That was the cymbal crash. This is the PM crash. Like this. On the downbeat of 1. Lower, higher, like this. Should be fine. What are these? I forget what these are.
You got your camera phone.
2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Cut these off right here. Cymbal crash. We have 6 minutes left. Oh my god. I gotta go. Main melody. I need to do what do I need to do? Yeah, main melody lead requirement. The main melody needs to be an L. Okay, we need to come up with a lead part in 6 minutes. Shit. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. So honestly, let me just find something here real quick. Lead. Actually, and it glides. Something simple like that. 4 minutes. Fuck. Okay. That's the first thing I want to add real quick. 4 minutes. Okay. I just wasted 10 seconds sneezing. Oh my gosh. 3 minutes. Okay. I don't really have time to play anymore, unfortunately. All right, what's the other thing I was doing? Honestly, I think I'm just going to keep it like that. I don't really have time to think anymore. Just give me one. Come on. Come on. Just load for me. Oh, no. This is... Oh, hell no. The dancing dinosaurs right at the peak of my anxiety is amazing. No more of these. Thank you. I got 1 minute left, so I appreciate it. I mean, like, sure, I guess. Cinematic intro, aerial cube. Maybe we can add that at the end if we really wanted to. Like, we're just like kind of done. Actually, we don't even need that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's sip our water. 5 seconds. Ay, ay, ay. The sound of anxiety, actually. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. Cool. Okay, so let's just go over the parameters and we're gonna listen to the track and see how we did. Pretty sure I hit everything. Analog style lead requirement, which is like what we did at the end. It has a glide on it, so that's perfect. Retro drum palette. We have the retro drums and we have the toms here. And the cinematic intro, it's not that cinematic, but it's as cinematic as it can be. Don't mind me. I know this is already done. We can take this off the screen now. But also, at the same point, what I wanted to say was the only last edit I'm going to do, which is rather important in my opinion, is just automating the intro. So don't consider this a part of the edit. It's just something that needs to be done to make it make sense, okay? So relax. And then we may as well just fade it out at the end as well. Boom. Now, is this as synth-wavy as I want it to be? Not quite, but you know what? It is what it is. Also, it was rather fast for synthwave, in my opinion. I would have liked something a little bit more slower. Something about them synthwave drums. Phil Collins, Hang In Long Enough. When it comes on, it makes me dance no matter where I am. Give it a listen when you have time, though. I definitely will. Good job, bro. Thank you. We closed our eyes at this part. We definitely closed our eyes at this part. No worries. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, if the BPM was a little bit slower, I would have really dug into this a little bit more. But it's just kind of fast, you know? Pushing yourself is a good thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, let's listen to the final track. I'm pretty sure we hit all the parameters. In fact, I'm just going to let you know and spoil it right now. We did hit all the parameters, so we're fine. Cool. You can open your eyes. We're done. No more edits. All right. Synthwave. Enjoy, everybody. Yes, sir. We got it. Not gonna lie, I dig this. I'd make it my ringtone for real. I need one. LMAO. Mine's is still the default one. Crazy. Nice job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I was a few minutes behind again, but I caught up. I'm glad I saw that. That's so funny. YouTube be doing that sometimes. Just like put you way behind. It happens to me all the time too when I'm watching streamers. It's cool. I can hear It's a Flow vibes for sure. Yeah, we threw a sprinkle of It's a Flow for sure in here, just to, you know, always come back to the roots. Like I said, if we had been a little bit, if the BPM was just a little bit slower, like honestly, take a listen. Like, let's see here. What needs to be automated real quick, just so you guys can hear. Like, if we were at, like, I don't know, like 90. Also, the middle section, I completely forgot to do something there with, like, the chord changes. But also, I would have made the song completely different if it was a little bit lower. But because it's so fast, I kind of had to adapt. This middle part was supposed to have vocals that I completely forgot about. In fact, I have these 2 vocals I never even touched. This was too loud, so we gotta lower it. I mean, it's pretty cool. There we go. That's my synthwave for you guys. Yeah. I'm happy with it. I could be a little bit happier, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not that bad. Zany, I got you an MP3 coming your way for free, just so you can have a new ringtone. No worries. Cool. So do we agree we all hit the parameters here? Analog style lead, which is this guy right here. Retro drum palette, we have our toms. We have our 10 to 20 second cinematic intro. Let's go. I got you, Zany. I got you. But also, I'll make you a ringtone. Give me some information. Let me know what you vibe with. Let me know what you're trying to have. I'll make you a ringtone personally. Don't you worry. And then our 10 to 20 second intro, cinematic intro. Could have been more cinematic, but that's the idea. And then the toms. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I could be happier, but I'm pretty happy. All right, cool. I think that's it. 'Cause honestly, I need to get ready for work. Oh my gosh. I need to just decompress and just chill for a second and then think about work. You feel me? Maybe a little ducking and some ARPs. Ooh, some ARPs, bro. I knew I was forgetting something, bro. ARPs would have been sick. What an honor. Not gonna lie, if I would anything really. Really? Let me come up with something, okay? Let me come up with something. I'll make you something nice. Anything is such a broad category. As you can see, I will do anything. Came out good though for 1 hour. Thank you. Yeah, for 1 hour, I guess I can't be too mad, right? Don't stress at all. I won't stress, but having that creative freedom is stressful. But I'm gonna make it ringtone-y. I feel like I'll come up with something. Let me not overthink it right now. But yeah, I'll take what we have for 1 hour. Not too bad. All right. Let me just show you guys that beat that we made the other day. Because I'm vibing it with it pretty hard. Was this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Sick beat, low key, and then we can end the stream. And I'll be happy. Forcing yourself to be creative is a different type of beast. Yeah, it definitely is a different type of beast. Like, it's just, it's doable, but it's stressful sometimes because you got to come up with, like, crazy stuff in an hour. But honestly, I've come up with some crazy stuff in an hour. Here, okay. I'll just show you guys this real quick because I had it on my mind. But I'm going to show you one that I made in 30 minutes that became a song that, like, I want to end up releasing. Check this out. Well, this is not it, but this is the sample. You did a great job. Wahoo! Thank you. So sick. Such a sick sample. Okay. Let me show you guys one I made in 30 minutes that I'm going to end up making as a track for sure. So I was hanging out with my producer friends, and we made like 4 tracks in one night just using like ChatGPT prompts like this. We did like a bossa nova one. We did it was like house, dark wave, and synth pop. I think that's what we did, all four of them. And then at the end, we were like, fuck it. Before we go home, like, why don't we just do like a quick 30 minutes. So we had 30 minutes to do one in 137 BPM and G sharp minor. And so, I mean, like, honestly, it's simple because they're just splice loops that we kind of stacked, but also we chopped. So just goes to show you can make anything, right? And we also adjusted the pitches. Check this out. Maybe you've heard this before because I played it a couple times. So yeah, we can make bangers in 30 minutes if we wanted to. It's your jam, Naj. What's up, bruh? This is the raw file. Good morning, bro. How are you, man? Oh, it doesn't even want to show you guys because it's too good. It's too good. That's fine. That's a concern that it doesn't want to show you, but that's fine. Okay. Weird. Super weird. Yeah, it doesn't want to show you. I don't even have anything on here. 26 tracks is really not that much. For me, it's really not that much. Yeah, so that was made in 30 minutes. So if we could do this in 30 minutes, like, we can do a lot. There's a lot of possibilities. But it's just because I've been practicing and like trying to really master making beats as fast as possible. But now that I kind of have that underdeveloped and, like, you know, creatively, I need to start taking my time and making beats. You know what I mean? Cool. I'm not too sure what's going on and why we had those random crashes going on, but we'll show you guys one last track, and then we're gonna call it. Naj, you came at the end of everything. We just made a synthwave track, and we made it in an hour, and now I gotta hop off so I can rest before work. Oh my god, I hate even saying that out loud. Makes me sad. Which is the one I wanted to show y'all, huh? I forget. Have so many. Not the work. I know, bro. The work. Gosh. Just the thought of saying that out loud is so crazy. Hey. Sure. We can open this one up. There we go. Fuck that work. Yeah, I agree. 100%, bro. I don't want to do all that, man. It's going to be one of those days today, too. I know. I already know. I'm so sad, bro. I just want to make music, man. I'm a simple guy. I just want to make music. That's it.
Hey, was that you that I saw across the road?
Just remember the synth waves. True, actually. That'll help. We could do it without lyrics here. Yeah, let's just do this without all that noise. You know what I mean? All that jazz, if you will. and all that jazz. What the fuck? There we go. That's better. And all that jazz. All right, cool. I'm gonna play you this track while I leave. Cool. Okay. Nice and chill, everybody. We still got some more water to go. Maybe we should continue streaming. Nah, I can't. Cheers, everybody. Okay. That being said, that's it. 07. True. 007. Hey, yo. Gotti. Yeah. We'll probably be live again later this week. I want to say probably Thursday or something. Join the Discord. How could I forget? Before ending this, the Discord. ! Discord in the chat if you want to join a Discord. Also, I never send my synthwave track, which I will. But we have so much going on here. Check out the channels on the side. Peace out, bro. I need some rest. Get some rest, man. I'm leaving too. And I'm going to get some rest as well. Good stream for you. I'm going to check out your stream later. Actually, I might check your stream right after I end so I can see the secret photos. ! Discord. No. The Discord didn't work. Well, it was supposed to work. It was working. Well, now I have to check that out. Thanks for testing it, Zany. Good luck with work. Have a great day. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It didn't work. Sag. Yeah, that's actually super Sag because I thought I fixed it, but I guess I didn't. I'm so upset. Blame Waze? Always blame Waze. That's so funny. Yes, blame Waze. Blame Waze. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You have no idea how funny that is. I'm gonna cry. Okay, blame Waze, everybody. Hashtag blame Waze. Okay, I'm out, everybody. The photos are like 15 minutes into the stream. I made a quick soundtrack to the demo, to demo the pics. Ooh, 15 minutes into the stream. Okay, I'm gonna take a look 15 minutes into the stream. Hashtag blame Waze. I'm literally gonna check that out as soon as I finish because I'm gonna drift off into a quick little nap before I have to go for work. All right, hashtag blame Waze. Hashtag this world needs a hero so we can check out his secret photos. Peace out, Naj. Peace out, everybody. Hope you have a great day, your great Sunday. Enjoy your day, and we shall talk very soon. Thank you, everybody. Peace.